Thank you very much. Laurențiu Roșu is my name. I'm from Forbes Romania magazine. You talked a lot about volatilities, about fears, about monetary policies, about quantitative easing, about money, debt, commodities. And into this context, I would like to ask you, sir, if returning to some kind of a gold standard might be a solution that we have to look at closely. Thank you.
Yeah, my simple answer is no. First of all, I don't think it's going to happen, even if it was desirable. And two, I don't even think it is desirable. I don't think it's going to happen because we are in a world of fiat currencies. We are in a world in which currency movements are still floating exchange rates. A gold standard assumes that then you're all pegged to the gold. And I think that the idea that you're going to go back to global fixed exchange rate is wrong. There's no reason why exchange rate should be fixed. And if they're fixed, usually they collapse, as currency crisis suggests. And exchange rate flexibility actually is beneficial and necessary to adjust to shocks. So actually you want movements of currency. You don't want them to be pegged. Most of these fixed rate regimes have collapsed, whether they were fixed rates or currency boards or linked to the gold or whatever not. You know, and there's not enough gold in the world also to be the major reserve currency. It could be one of the assets that people invest in, but we're in a world which has trillions of dollars of foreign reserves and are growing by $1 trillion more every year. There's not gold enough so that you provide a buffer of liquidity for all the countries. They need that liquidity to avoid self-fulfilling runs against their currency, against their banks, against their governments. And if you have a gold standard, how will central banks be able to provide lender of last resort support to the banking system when there is financial pressure? You don't have that ability. It destabilizes the regime. So gold standard is just, to me, is a silly idea. For whatever reason, people always talk about going back to gold. I'm not sure based on what. When we had the gold standard, you had much more economic and financial instability than today. You had depressions, you had boom and bust, you had collapse of economic activity because stuff was related to the price of gold. The price of gold depends on things that nobody can control, like the supply of gold, that depends on how many mines are there in South Africa or Russia. So why should anybody want to tie the value of anything to gold? It just baffles me. It's just kind of like Keynes referred to it 60 years ago as a barbaric relic. It was a barbaric relic then, it's a barbaric relic today. The problems we're facing require real solutions, not a kind of solution having to do with talking about gold. To me, that's not a solution. It's actually create more problem than resolving anything if you talk about using gold as a key anchor of the global international monetary system.